this outside lead takes up some width, yeah?
Yeah.
So your glass gets cut to about here,
Yeah.
because then when the lead goes on, it makes up the width. So what I'm thinking, because this is such a big panel that you're making, is that you put very thick outside lead on, which will help with the strength, but it will also leave space. Let me get something to show you. So this is a strengthening steel, and it fits inside these pieces of lead, and it will stop any flex in your panel. If we use this is 20mm lead, then this goes inside, like that, and then the glass goes on top. That's the next thing, and then you've got a strengthened. You see, although this has got flex in this direction, it's got no flex in the other direction.
Okay.
So when we draw this design, we will do it taking into account that a piece of 20mm lead is going to go all the way around the edge. Let me just check I've got enough 20mm lead. Yes, I've got loads of 20mm lead. So, pass my tape measure, would you please? Thank you. So yeah, that is 20mm. Now, the lead came is right in the middle, and it's 2mm. So you've got 9mm on either side, and then you've got that piece of steel. So if have you got the pencil?
Yeah.
So what that means is you have got your lead heart, as we call it, here. And then you've got a steel, which is about 1mm there, and so your cutting line will end up here, and that should be about, so if that's 9mm and 11, 12, so that should be about 12mm, let's call it 13, in from the edge, and yes, that's 13. So the first thing you need to do is all the way around the perimeter, draw a line 13mm from the edge. So the next thing to do is rough out your design, and I'll give you a piece of charcoal to do that, because you're just roughing it out so that we can then go through the glass racks and check we've got pieces of glass in the colours you want, big enough for your design. Once you're sure of your design and that we've got glass big enough, I'm going to give you a pen to do your cutting lines with anyway. You've transferred your basic design, and now we have to think about how to change it so that we can cut the pieces. Like I was saying before, you have an option here where you can take either that line straight across or this line straight up. Or you can turn that into a curve.
Yeah.
Likewise here, you have to do something to get rid of that. So you could finish it, but then you're going to have to, again, you've got to do something either straight there, we'll take it into a curve. But let's just get some coloured glass and check that we've got stuff big enough.
Yeah.
You could go for glass that's like that and just paint it with black. So, or you could put maybe the yellow under that. Yeah, you can see the yellow there, can't you?
Yeah.
But that's not red.
No.
Which would unbalance your drawing, really, wouldn't it?
I could always just do the black.
I think you could just do black. I think
Yes.
what you could do is a watery black and a black.
Okay.
To get a bit of interest or variety. And I think you're going to find the same is true with the blue. I don't think you're going to get much of a yellow. Let's try it with a bit of blue.
Okay.
Let's see what they look like. So that's on a pale blue, so you actually do get that, don't you?
Yeah.
And let's see with a dark blue. Dusty. You get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Interesting, isn't it? How maybe because it's tonally more similar to the red, you don't pick it out.
The orange?
With the orange, well, we've got...
So brown will sharpen everything?
Yeah, brown will sharpen... yeah, brown will show up. Oh, that's okay. Looking good. That's semi-opaque. Yeah, you don't see it much. It just looks more orange with orange, doesn't it? Yeah.
Did not think that one through.
Sorry?
I didn't think that one through.
Well, no. To be honest, it's trial and error. You don't know, and there's a lot of experimenting goes into doing glass.
Mm. That's true.
I would probably keep it to black, like dark black, and then a light wash of black, rather than going into the brown.
Brilliant.
And then yellow as well. Use yellow as well.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose if you're using clear glass, you will see the difference with the brown. So you could use brown. And what we could do again is that thing where your first layer is with a water carrier, and then you could do your second layer with something different, so that you could just do one firing. But again, the yellow, unless we do that thing where we have two layers, there's got to be a separate firing.
Okay. Do you think it will show through? Oh no, not the two layers. No. If you put the layer on top, the see-through layer on top.
It won't make any difference.
Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Okay. That's fine. That's good.
So shall we? Do you want to draw your design now for sure in pen?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a cutting list now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But if you want, we'll go out in a minute and look at the samples, and then you can make a sort of informed decision, knowing what's available. So you've got this piece, which is quite a heavy red, I think, compared to that orange. Let me get that other shade of red. Let's see if it balances better.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. See, that's a better balance, isn't it? But is it big enough?
Yes.
Yeah, just.
Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, that's lucky.
Oh no, hang on, wrong piece.
Yeah.
I was thinking I thought it was easy big enough. So that's that piece.
I really like that piece.
That's really a really beautiful piece of glass. So that'll be hand blown.
Oh god.
That's a really nice piece of glass. Now then, it's this piece I'm doing, because I have to say to myself, which side of the line am I following?
Sorry, should I stop filming it?
No. I'm just making sure you only get one chance to cut it, and I'm just deciding how I'm going to do it. And I think if you pass that pen, I'm going to mark it up so that.
That's all nice.
And then, let's see, I'm going to go off here. So that is your first piece.
Or do you think that we should cut it on with the rough side up? Because
It's
that texture's really like...
Well, that is an artistic decision that you have to make. You play around until you've got it the way you want it.
Tell which... Is this the rough side or the...
That's the smooth side.
That's the smooth side, okay.
But you can paint on the other side, it's just you have to remember that it's mirrored.
Mirrored.
It's in reverse. Because once you've painted and fired it, you can't tell really by looking at it which side you painted. But you would have to remember you were painting in reverse.
So wait, would that happen if I went...
Well, you could paint on the rough side. It's not that textured, this glass, if you feel it. That, to me, isn't very textured, but you probably will get the paint slightly sitting in these lines. But then you're going for a very free and impressionistic.
That's very true.
So you put it the way you want it and don't worry about the painting, I'd say.
Mm.
So there it is.
That is really nice.
It is lovely, isn't it?